Hi, I'm Jim Knotts, President and CEO of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund. Welcome to today's virtual reading of the names. 2022 marks the 40th anniversary of the dedication of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. As part of our commemoration, we'll host an in-person reading of the names at the wall from November 7th through 10th, 2022, when all 58,281 names on the wall will be read aloud. In the lead up to that event, we'll be reading names each day online while sharing the photos of these heroes. For our daily virtual reading, the names of the service members will be read by month and day of death between the years 1956 and 1975 in alphabetical order for the given day. We apologize in advance for any mispronunciations. Know that our readers are doing their best to honor these service members. We hope you'll listen and watch each day and share with others as we remember and honor those who gave their lives during the Vietnam War.
John Lee Allen, Marcus Peter Anderson, Edward Glenn Baker, Bernard Gerald Baker, John Wesley Barbie, Lawrence Gilb Bargeheiser, Samuel Betts, James Cleveland Bink Jr., Roger Harold Bouchard, Lance Dunham Brunson, Albert Franklin Kalp, George Elmer Cannon Sr., Ernesto F. Castro Jr., Thomas Barry Christian, Gary Maxwell Clements, Normand Alfred Corbin, John Francis Criclair, Fred Clay Cutrer Jr., Earl Avon Drake, Andrew MacArthur Duncan, James Richard Dyer, Mark James Eklund, Gerald Vernon Epley, Robert Gerald Fonte, Roy Lee Felty, David Harold Finger, Michael Anthony Gaffredo, Andrew Carl Grant, Arthur Grasser, Lowell C. Hanson, Joseph Michael Hashin Jr., Jaime Hernandez Carrasquel, Stanley Bernard Hodnowski, Robert Bailey Howard, Stephen Wiley Hutchings, Rodney George Jondro, Douglas Andrew Johnson, Bobby Joe Jones, Alexander A. Kaupuki Jr., Leonard Lee Castor, Michael Dennis Kelly, Donald Richard Kemmerer, Richard James Leonard, Patrick Michael Lordich, John Charles Martin, Dennis James McCauley, Willie McLeod Jr., Bobby Ray Mefford,
Carl Frederick Meyer, Gregory Leo Meyer, Francis Michael Mashinuk, Darrell L. Miller, Robert Carroll Mollenauer, Andrew Montanillo, Lloyd Albert Murphy, Charles Thomas Nance, Scott Thomas Nelson, Paul Albert Nelson, Sylvester Nelson Jr., Frederick Albert Newby Jr., Michael Walter North, Albert Linwood Page Jr., Douglas Tyrone Patrick, Lawrence Joseph Peake, William Charles Perchlick, Andrew Charles Rackow, James Lee Ratliff, Viesters Rayakmanis, Fred Gerald Reinhardt, Herschel Hillary Ron Jr., James Earl Rudd, Ronald Earl Samuelson, William Frederick Shaw Jr., David Francis Smith, John Camden Soper, Jerry Lee Spencer, James Franklin Talbot, Kenneth Walker Tapscott, Richard Lee Tatum, Donald Leroy Thomas, Ak Jans Timmer Jr., Robert William Tubby, David Medina Valdez, Walter Joseph Vachusky Jr., Ronald David Whitlow, Frederick Durrell Wood, Lawrence O. Wooldridge.